Hello everyone, this is Dan with Arcade Funkade. Today we want to show you guys a Pharoah pinball machine and all the little upgrades we did to this guy and how the lighting works in this fella. Just to kind of show you guys a little bit of how pretty it came out to be. We wanted to do a before and after, but we just jumped ahead of ourselves and didn't do a before. But we wanted to show you guys the after and show you guys some of the UV lighting, some of the cool effects that some of these ultra bright LEDs do. We notice that there's a couple differences between the direct incandescent and incandescent glass bulbs. You kind of get a cool old school feel, but you don't get that brightness on the field that we normally do with the LEDs, which is kind of crazy. With this guy, it almost feels like you're looking at a cartoon in real life. I don't know if the video is doing it justice, but normally with the incandescent bulbs, all these guys were kind of dead, and what we did is we did color matching. So we put a red bulb under the red lenses, the white bulbs under these guys, yellow bulbs under the LEDs, and so on and so forth, greens as well, and all that good stuff. And what we wanted to do is kind of play around with the colors. So we took all the plastics off, we took everything off, cleaned them up, and we waxed them from the back and the front. We changed out all the rubbers. We completely just shopped the hell out of this thing. We took everything apart, even the targets, drop targets. So yeah, we went through it. It has a little bit of wear on the play field, but it's just minimal wear, which is pretty crazy. That these machines are usually beat to hell. You could normally not even see this Pharoah's face here. It's so rubbed out because of the popularity of this game. But yeah, so overall, this machine is just freaking phenomenal. I love the playability, the replayability. It keeps making me want to come back and play this thing. It's freaking awesome. I play this more often than our newer machines, and it just seems to be really cool. So most of the time, these machines they don't have a lot of options. You have the ramps, you have the secondary play field, but this thing just has a lot of really cool shots. So not only do you have a couple, when you start the game out, the ball comes through here. You have one shot there. You have the Pharaoh's chamber. You have a secondary chamber up here, the Slave's tomb. And you have some cool stuff happening, like the hidden. Not only do you have these two ramps that get up top, but you also have a hidden tomb ramp. So that guy goes up, comes around, ball comes up, and you have these guys. You could play again up here. You can literally spend half your game or more on the top level itself, just accumulating points and messing with those drop targets up top. Now, if you do decide to come down to the lower play field, it's pretty cool as well. You actually build up what they call the magna units on the lower play field here. And you can see here it says magna units, and you can see these guys here lighting up. So as you're playing and you drop these drop targets, you get them all dropped out. They start giving you all these little upgrades or little settings. So you go from one magna upgrade unit to two to 4. So the idea behind that is, what is a magna unit? So below the machine here, we actually show a magna save, and we're like, what the heck's a magna save? When we first got this guy in. And it has this big magnet underneath the playfield. And what that does is that it allows you to save your ball. So if you see your ball coming out and you see it just not going, or just about to drain out, you can literally save it with this secondary button. So you have your flipper button and you have the magna save button. You have one on each side. So that's pretty cool. So not only can you save your ball, but it doesn't just like grab it and bring and stop it. It literally swishes it around. You can let it go and it'll just throw it back up into the play field. So that's pretty cool. Now, it also has one in the bottom left here. So it has one on each side, and I was really hoping it had one up here just to kind of mess around with it. That would have been awesome, but I guess it didn't add an extra one. Then maybe that was too much to ask. I don't know, but it would have been cool. But yeah, so anyway, that feature there, it's just really cool, and it gives you a whole nother feel and another thing, objective to kind of run after and play with. So that's fun. It makes it funner. Having the shots, there's so many shots on this thing. Usually there's only like a couple shots, and they kind of get boring. But this thing, it's like nonstop. You have the bonus shot here, spot value, the bonus shot going up to the top. You have this guy down here, another tunnel that goes underneath. It doesn't shoot it up top, but it does go in there and get you some points. And it's a ball lock, and I believe it's a ball lock. And then and I think they hold with magnets. Something up here holds with magnets. I remember that. But yeah, you drop the targets down here. I mean, this thing just has so much stuff going on. And then the top, again, like we talked about, Slave's tomb, Pharaoh's tomb, center hit. I don't know what the heck they call that, but it's there. And it's amazing. It just looks freaking awesome. Now, it all turned off, all the lighting, because it goes into like some attraction mode, but if you turn it on, it all kicks on again, which is crazy. Until you kick this thing through, all of a sudden, everybody lights up again. So it's really crazy. I think it's a lightsaber feature, which is pretty neat. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna handball this thing. So we're gonna be getting a couple things. We want to show you how this Pharoah's chamber works. The ball literally gets hit and just wraps around, and it hits a little drop target in there. You see that guy in there? That thing's pretty kick-ass. And then this guy in here, you have another chamber, and over here you got the slaves to him. And it kicks that guy out. So we played around with the lighting a little bit, and we decided on the green worked the best in this Pharoah's chamber. It just looks so good in comparison to the other spots. But yeah, there's so much going around in this game. Here's the other one that we're talking about, where it shoots up and you're able to play up here. Now we definitely got it. Now that we talked about that freaking magnet thing, let's build up some points down here. Totally cheating. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna hold this thing with my other hand. Oh, you see it there? It actually grabbed. So that is really cool, man. We're gonna try the other side here. You can almost drain your ball messing around with it if you don't need it. so there's that as well, and it's pretty crazy. It's a crazy game. It's just so different. I love the Egyptian theme. I do have another pinball machine. I think it's from like '77, and it's called Pharoah, but it's nowhere near as cool as this thing. This thing's just totally awesome. It's just one of those machines. But yeah, overall, the artwork on this guy, playfield on this guy, the background, the back glass on this guy, it's just really cool. We did take it off. We tried to color coordinate the LEDs in the background as well. I'm going to take this glass off so you kind of see what we're talking about. And what we ended up doing is we put LEDs on the backside. We didn't want to put ultra brights. These have that little plastic cover on them. And what that does is that it allows the light to kind of like, move over from left to right a little bit more. Or I'm sorry, not do a spotlight on the backside of the glass. So you don't want to have a big circle on the backside of the glass. And it almost looks that way in the video, but with the naked eye, it actually looks a little better. But you can see that going on. So now, yeah, we have a fully lit up pinball, and it just gave this machine a completely different look and just a different life. Now that we're playing it, it feels like a whole entirely new machine, and it feels like a new machine, which is pretty awesome. So a whole totally different machine. Although you know the shots and you know how it plays, it just gives it a different look, and it made it look really cool for us. So anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this thing. If you guys have any questions or anything, any comments, let us know. If you have any questions about any other pinball machines, let us know. And there's always something that we're upgrading or updating on these pins to make them look a little bit cooler, or to make them work a little bit better. There are some lighting kits we're going to be adding to this guy to light up these darker midsections here. And although this guy's pretty lit up here on the video, but it's always a little bit darker on the again in the naked eye, with the naked eye looking at it. So anyway, yeah, feel free to drop us a line, and if you guys have any questions and comments, please let us know what you guys think. And again, thanks for watching. This is Arcade Funkade. See you later.